Welcome again to Poland Daily Travel. Thanks for watching. In this new series over the next few nights, we're taking you to the heart of beautiful downtown Warsaw. That's right, we're visiting the central train station, where we will be talking to a few friends about adventures on trains and cruising around the station. So stay with us. Warszawa Dworzec Centralny. Did you know that Dworzec means station? It is, if you will, the Grand Central Station of Warsaw. The huge station sits opposite the 237-meter-tall Palace of Culture and Science, and right next to and across the street from the 40-story tall Marriott Hotel, which was the first Western-style skyscraper in the old Soviet Union and its satellites. So there it is. Let's go inside and take a look. Wow, we're outside the station, as you can easily see, and it's cold. And I feel as if I'm at Soldier Field for one of the football games in Chicago, the famous football stadium for the Chicago Bears. It's really cold, and it should be. It's December in beautiful downtown Warsaw. Hey, Les.
Yes.
How does this compare to the weather in Chicago?
About the same, but it could be a little bit colder in Soldier Field off the lakefront.
Off the lakefront, yeah.
Yes.
That wind just gets right with you, yeah?
Yes, it is.
One of the great things about being inside the station is it's not so cold. Right now, it is a bit chilly. Les, when did you take your first train here at the station? Do you remember?
First train at the station was about a year ago.
About a year ago? Where were you going?
I was going to Gdańsk.
Oh, that's right. You said
Yes.
before you were going. That's the Gdańsk train.
Correct.
Yeah, and were you on a train recently?
Yes, I was. Just a couple of days ago, I went to Kielce.
You went to Kielce. Why'd you do that? You just arrived.
I just arrived. I couldn't rent a car, and the best way for transportation to Kielce was taking a train, believe it or not.
How long did that take?
2 hours and 50 minutes.
2 hours and 50 minutes. And Kielce is just south of Warsaw on the way to Krakow, isn't it?
Right. It's right in the middle there.
No, it's a nice town. Has a good cathedral there, or a big church. Anyways, is it a cathedral? I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
It's
not
a
sure.
big church.
Yes, it is a big church.
Yeah, and it's a nice place, Kielce, to go. But maybe not this time of year is not the best time. But in the summer, their town square is very nice.
It's beautiful there, but the train ride was super. It was nice and warm and comfortable. Warszawa
Centralna. The Warsaw Central Station was a flagship project of the People's Republic of Poland during the 1970s, just as its neighbor, the Palace of Culture, had been in the 50s. Both of these huge structures were designed to show that socialism under the Soviet Union worked. But the showing off did not go as planned. In fact, what was seen was real socialism at work. The design was innovative, but construction was plagued by changes to the plans and cutting corners using shoddy materials. Meanwhile, the rush was on to impress Soviet potentate Leonid Brezhnev on his 1975 visit to Warsaw, the capital of the Soviet Union's largest satellite. So far, so not so good. The old station was in constant renovation throughout the 1980s. It was never quite there. It had a face only a mother could love. And yet, despite its deficiencies, it was fairly swish. There was something epic in at least its concept if you compared it to other, older train stations throughout the region. Great Scott! There were automatic doors, escalators, and elevators for each platform. There were also winding tunnels that went on for hundreds and hundreds of meters beneath the city surface. The dirty old station finally got a facelift in 2012 for the Euro Championships, including a natty mezzanine level. Today, the station fairly hums with all kinds of activity, both consumer and travel. Still, there are lingering doubts about this building, about this space, from which so many people depart and to which so many people arrive. For years, there has been a simmering debate over tearing the station down or keeping on with renovating it. Just as with its neighbor, the Palace of Culture, another love-hate object. The Warsaw city government has talked about demolishing and replacing the station, either at the same location or farther from the city center. What do you think? A superb example of functionalist architecture? A masterpiece of Polish modernism? or a communist-era pile that begs for demolition. That's Warsaw Central. Come have a look and judge for yourself.
Isabella, how you holding up out here in the cold?
I'm fine. He's shaking.
Nicholas has gone to his funny British hat.
Yeah, I have. Well, it's ideal. I'm the only one who's not freezing. I mean, why wouldn't you wear a funny British hat other than in the cold? I mean,
Yeah.
what do you want to do, freeze to death?
Well, it's not that funny. It's a
No,
pretty,
it's a
pretty good cap.
traditional British hat. Yeah, they've been making these, you know, from the hatter in locks of St. James's Street, have been selling hats for 300 years. So they know a thing or two about hats, yeah.
So that hat is 300 years old?
Oh my God.
No, the hat's not quite 300 years old, actually. It's rather more modern than that.
It's
But
rather
the hat
more-
maker, who probably made hats for people like Nelson, is still going strong in St. James's Street.
Who is Nelson? Is that a friend of yours?
Well, even though you may think I was born in the 18th century, I wasn't actually, so I never got to meet him.
You mean Lord Nelson, the guy
I
on
mean,
the top of the statue in Trafalgar
who won
Square?
the Battle of Trafalgar, absolutely.
Yeah, he was an important guy. Yeah,
Very important,
wasn't he? Anyway, look, behind us, the station, and here you can see the buses moving. This is the nexus of all travel coming into Warsaw. And behind us, I remember in the old days you would come here and you would see the Palace of Culture, which is behind us now, in front of us now, and the Marriott. And these were the two tallest buildings. The Marriott was the first tall Western building, style building that was built in Warsaw. I think it opened in '88 or '89. It was a rival to the Palace of Cultures. The Americans came in and they built this tall 40-foot skyscraper, and right across from that it looks over at the Stalin Palace of Culture. So it was a big statement at that time. And boy, things have changed a lot, because now the skyline of Warsaw is full of skyscrapers and lots of new ones being built. I mean, the downtown Warsaw is a construction site now for new buildings. Anyway, this is the place right behind us if you want to come and get a train and go somewhere beautiful. Thanks very much. So we're going to move on now, and we're going to go to one of my favorite places in Warsaw to go and get warm, or in the summer have a beer and sit outside when you're going on a trip or when you are coming back. Great place to hang out. And maybe Jeff will join us again. Okay, so thanks very much. We'll go, and next thing we'll do is you'll see us in front of the Hard Rock Cafe. Whoa. Gosh, it's cold. Let's move, folks.